Then we banish both ABC Dragon Buster and XYZ Dragon Cannon in order to fusion summon A to Z Dragon Buster Cannon. Hey everybody, what's up? This is Flashback. Welcome back to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Probe: The Dawn of a New Era. And today, people, I am doing the A to Z, basically. So, you all know about VWXYZ, those monsters, right? Well, OCG is preparing to release some additions called the ABC ones. So, you know you've had X-Head Cannon, Y Dragon Head, Z Metal Tank, V Tiger Jet, and W Wing Catapult. Well, now you have, damn it, I forgot their names. I do know B Buster Drake, that's for sure. And then you got C Crush Wyvern and A Assault something, I don't know. I can't remember. I haven't been working with this deck long enough. Anyway, I'm going to show you a very quick replay of what was happening when I was dueling against this deck right here. And then I'm going to show you the deck, and I got some bonus footage afterwards of... now that the replay system is working properly on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Dawn of a New Era, I figured I would show you some bonus footage from a couple of Super Quant duels I did that got pretty... that ranged from just one-side obliteration to complete clutch. And I want to show you those, but first, let's get the main one out of the way. So I'm going to go over this step by step. So right here we draw A Assault Core, right? So right now we have almost all the pieces we need. So right away they're going to activate Dragon's Rebirth. So now they have White Knight Dragon on their field, 3000 attack, extremely powerful. So here's the little combo we got here. So first we activate our new field spell, Union Hanger, which when it's activated, we get to add any light machine type Union monster from your deck to your hand. So that's basically every monster in this deck except X Dragon and X Head Cannon and V Tiger Jet. Those are the only ones that aren't Union monsters. So after that, we activate this continuous spell right here, Frontline Base. What this does, once per turn during your main phase, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Union monster from your hand. So we'll proceed to normal summon X-Head Cannon, and we'll use the effect of Frontline Base to special summon Y Dragon Head, and then we'll use the second effect of Union Hanger to equip it with a compatible Union monster. So we'll use that effect right there to equip it with Z Metal Tank, which will give it a boost. However, we'll banish all three of them to fusion summon XYZ Dragon Cannon. We'll discard our A Assault Core in order to destroy his White Knight Dragon, and then we'll go ahead, attack directly, we'll end our turn. Right here they're setting a card. So right there, as you saw, we normal summoned X-Head Cannon, then we special summoned C Crush Wyvern using Frontline Base. Then Union Hanger equips C Crush Wyvern with B Buster Drake. And then we banish both the B Buster Drake and the C Crush Wyvern on our field, and the A Assault Core in our grave, in order to fusion summon ABC Dragon Buster. We'll activate ABC Dragon Buster's effect to discard X-Head Cannon and banish their face down card, which happens to be Dragon's Rebirth. Then we banish both ABC Dragon Buster and XYZ Dragon Cannon in order to fusion summon A to Z Dragon Buster Cannon. That is very powerful indeed. So then, of course, We attack with the face down because we don't know what it is, which of course we could have gone away with X head cannon, but we didn't know, so we went for AtoZ. He attacked, and then X head cannon attacks, and then we activate the effective AtoZ Dragon Buster Cannon to special summon XYZ Dragon Cannon ABC Dragon Buster from our Banish Zone, and then we attack with both for the win. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, let us go and look at the deck. Be right back. Okay, we're back, so let's take a quick look at the deck. So right here we got 3 copies of X Head Cannon and 2 copies of V Tiger Jet. Self-explanatory on why they're there. Next we have A Assault Core, which once per turn you can either, it's basic equip stuff. And then, while equipped by this effect, the equipped monster is unaffected by your opponent's monster effects. If the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, destroy this card instead. So, all the ABC monsters have similar effects, except Buster Drake, it makes the equipped monster unaffected by spells, and Crush Wyvern makes them unaffected by traps. Now that we got that out of the way, for A Assault Core, if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 other Union monster from your graveyard to your hand. B Buster Drake, you can add 1 Union monster from your deck to your hand, and C Crush Wyvern, you can special summon 1 Union monster from your hand. So they all have pretty decent effects. Now moving on to the stuff that's not so new, we have Y Dragon Head, which you can equip it to X Head Cannon, and while this is equipped to a monster by its effect, that monster gains 400 attack and defense. And then, of course, a monster can only be equipped with 1 Union monster at a time, so you do not want to keep this thing on the field for long if it's only equipped. You want to get them out of there quickly, because it'll interfere with the plays later. So, next we have Z Melting. Equip it to X Head Cannon or Y Dragon Head. Basically the same effect as Y Dragon Head, except they gain 600 attack and defense. And then we have W Wing Catapult, equip it to V Tiger Jet, and the equipped monster gains 400 attack and defense points. So now we got out of the way. Last new monster on in this deck, I think it's new, I'm not sure. Heavy Mech Support Armor. Yeah, I think this is new. Heavy Mech Support Armor. When this card is normal summon, you can target 1 Union monster in the graveyard, special summon it. Once per turn, you can either target 1 machine type monster you control, equip this card to that target, or yeah, we already know that card. While equipped by this effect, the equipped monster cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. If the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle or a card effect, destroy this card instead. So, some more basic stuff. 1 copy of Terraforming. 1 copy of Combination Attack. During the battle phase, you can use this effect on 1 monster that has attacked this turn and is equipped with a Union monster. Change the Union monster back to a monster in face-up attack or defense position. Also, the monster that was equipped with the Union monster may attack again this turn. Only 1 copy though. We don't need a lot of that. 3 copies of Front Lane Base. You saw what that did. 3 copies of Union Hanger. You saw what that did. 2 copies of Formation Union. Select and activate one of the following effects. Equip 1 Union monster on your side of the field to an appropriate monster on your side of the field as an equipped spell card, or unequipped. It's basically the same thing that the Union monsters do, except you can activate this after they've already activated the effects, because they can only activate each effect. They can only activate 1 of those effects per turn. So this is basically like you bring the monster out, have it attack, and then attach it back immediately with this trap card. 3 copies of Rollout, target 1 Union monster in graveyard, equip it. And finally, 3 copies of Scramble Union, target up to 3 of your banished light machine type normal and or Union monsters. Special summon them during our player's turn, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target one of your banished like machine type normal or union monsters, add it to your hand. You can only activate one Scramble Union per turn. Now, as for the extra deck, I just went basic here. In hindsight, you might want to get rid of some of the other ones to make room for an extra XYZ Dragon Cannon or ABC Dragon Buster, because you can get those out relatively easy in this deck. So I put 2 copies of AtoZ Dragon Buster Cannon. So during our player's turn, when your opponent activates a spell, trap card, or monster effect, you can discard one card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. During either player's turn, you banish this card, then target one ABC Dragon Cannon, XYZ Dragon Cannon, and among your banished cards, special summon them. So already powerful. 1 copy of VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon, you know, just because sometimes you want to have that extra power. So if you want to build a deck that's more focused on this monster, I would recommend probably adding Fusion Tag. You know, that would make it a bit easier to summon. Once per turn, you can remove from play 1 card your opponent controls. When this card attacks, you can change the battle position of the attack target. Flipper effects are not activated at this time. Okay, 2 copies of ABC Dragon Buster Cannon. ABC Dragon Buster. As I said, you might want to get rid of one of the other lower level ones to add another copy of this, because this is the easiest one to summon out of all of these. Once per turn, during our player's turn, you can discard 1 card, then target 1 card on the field, banish it. During your opponent's turn, you contribute this card, then target 3 of your banished light machine type union monsters with different names, special summon them. This is a quick effect. So, yeah. 2 copies of XYZ Dragon Cannon. You discard 1 card, then destroy 1 card your opponent controls. 2 copies of XZ Tank. Discard 1 card, destroy 1 face down spell trap on your opponent's side of the field. 2 copies of XY Dragon Cannon. Discard 1 card, destroy 1 face up spell trap card on your opponent's side of the field. 2 copies of YZ Dragon Tank. Discard 1 card from your hand, destroy 1 face down monster on your opponent's side of the field. And 1 VW Tiger Catapult. Discard 1 card from your hand, then destroy 1 face down monster on. Change the battle position of 1 monster on your opponent's side of the field. Flip effects are not activated at that time. And then 1 copy of Silent Honor Arc to deal with those pesky problems, such as very high power monsters that you can't get rid of otherwise. Anyway, you know what? I'm going to show you another replay. It's a bit longer, but it shows one of the combos that is really good in this deck. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now, keep in mind that the start of this duel was pretty bad. So, without further ado, let's look at it. Yeah, as you can see, this is a really bad start for me. I was lucky I had Crushed Wyvern on the field. In my hand. So here I go equipping AtoZ Core to see Crushed Wyvern to make sure that it can't be destroyed by monster effects, but it is immediately dispatched due to the fact that they had Fisher. Of course, they catch on to my Tiger Jet right there, so it is destroyed. At this point, I get Frontline. So I decided to equip Z Metal Tank, 2 Y Dragon Head. But they activate Dark Hole and shatter all my hopes with that. So I set Scramble Union and V Tiger Jet. You know, I just used V Tiger Jet because I figured it would be a waste to use X Dragon Head, which I was completely right. So I summon X Dragon Head, and then I summon Y Dragon Head and equip Z Metal Tank. Banish all the special summon XYZ Dragon Cannon. Of course, it's destroyed. However, I have countermeasures for that. So I activate my face down Scramble Union. Oh wait, not yet. Yeah, I decided to take all the damage to hold off until I got better cards, which was a pretty good move. I activate Scramble Union, special summon all 3 of these for my banish zone, and then I banish them once again, summon XYZ Dragon Cannon. Of course, they're going to summon all these monsters, but that's not going to do any good for them. So now I get B Buster Drake, and that is all I needed. So I summon AtoZ, summon all these with Scramble Unit, and equip all of them to AtoZ, so now he is unaffected by all card effects. Which is the best combo in this deck, to be honest. If you get a Soul Core, B Buster Drake, and C Crush Wyvern equipped to any monster that has a high attack, it's pretty much game over. Because sure, they can use Mystical Space Typhoon or anything that can destroy those cards. However, with their abilities, you will just be allowed to add more to your hand. Of course, I don't activate them here because I didn't feel like it was necessary at this point, because I could wipe them all out in an instant. But yeah. Anyway, here's that bonus footage I promised you. Be right back. Okay, so here's the first one. This one is a completely one-sided duel. It was from the very beginning. So right now it doesn't look like I have a very good position, right? They use E-Emergency Call, then use Plasma's Effect, and then I stop that with the Magic Spectre Tempest. At this point, you can see how everything's going. So I flip that face down, flick it back face up to summon Red Layer. And as you can see, the combos just stack up immediately. And I use the chance to shuffle all those back into the deck. Of course, they can't do anything at this point. They're pretty much screwed. So I put that back in their deck. Defense position, special summon. And right there, it's pretty much clear that this is over. So I just put them out of their mercy right away. Of course, all those draws were extremely lucky. So, and I have one more that is completely clutch but completely crazy. So, right here. And, sorry about that, I clicked the wrong pause button. Anyway, as you can see, I have a lot of cards in my hand. This is only round 2. What happened here was this duel right here was completely whack. Yes, I used the word whack. Anyway, in this duel, every turn, instead of drawing 1 card, you draw 4. And you'll see what happens in a moment. That almost destroys me with this Black Garden right here. See, they're summoning more and more tokens. At that point, I didn't really care because I had Great Magnus on the field. I destroyed the Rose token, ended my turn. I thought I'd be fine. Little did I know he had Obelisk the Tormentor in that deck. And a Giant Germ equipped with United We Stand and Mage Power. However, I send that back to the deck. So, but it's not enough for Obelisk. At this point, things look extremely grim. But I managed to turn it around. So I had a Super Quant Mech Sword Magnus Slayer to my hand. Of course, the double attack, it doesn't seem like I have much of a chance. And then they swap, taking my outfit and giving me Black Garden. It looks like things are over for me. However, I draw everything I need right here. So I get a utopic future. I shuffled Great Magnus back because I only had 2 copies. I negate Utopic Future Destruction, and I go on the path to reviving my monsters. Then I equip it with 2 mech swords. I get rid of 1, and then at this point, game. That was the most clutch but crazy game I had ever played. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to click that like button down below. I will be doing another video really soon. I did the A to Z, so next time we are doing Magnet Warriors. So look forward to that. Anyway, until next time, this has been Flashback, and I will see you all next time. Bye!